All right, so this is the new moon in Taurus, new moon in Krittika reading according to Vedic astrology for women who are focused on their careers, or women who are focused on their brands and their businesses. We want to understand what the new moon in Taurus has for us for the next 30 days. What can we manifest? What's going on? So I'm going to use Vedic astrology. These are the light oracle cards, my goddess oracle cards, and my runes to get a deeper understanding of what's going on for us for the next 30 days. All right, so I'm going to start with the theme. What is the main theme in general, for women, entrepreneurs, women who are creating their brands, rebranding, and women who are focused on their careers for the next 30 days, according to the new moon in Krittika, according to Vedic astrology. All right, look at what we're starting off with. Lady Venus. All right, Venus in the house. Venus is the planet that rules Taurus, and that is where the new moon is going to be. So, all right, that's the main theme. So, I hope while I was shuffling, y'all peeped out what I had going on here. This new moon in Taurus, moon, sun, Venus representation right here. So, let's take a look at this card, Lady Venus. Downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realms. All right. Interesting, very interesting. So during the new moon in Taurus, it's looking like Venus might be the main theme. So Venus right now is in Gemini. So downloads and understanding can be coming from Venus being in the zodiac sign Gemini, which represents communication. So in Ardra too, I believe Venus is going to be in Ardra, which is just like a whirlwind of information, like a tornado of information. And this information can come from situations that might not feel comfortable, but they're pushing you forward. So this is one of the main themes. Also, we want to look at the other sign that Venus rules, and that is not K2, Libra. Venus rules Libra, and the zodiac sign K2 is there as well. And K2 loves connecting to the divine. So when it comes to business, when it comes to relationships, there might also be a lot of downloads and understanding, a lot of shaking, shaking off the old and moving on to the new. So let's sorry, that's a wasp that keeps trying to get me, and I had to, hopefully I killed it. All right. Anywho, let's move right along. My office is outside, so sometimes the wasps get in. But anyway, let's use the my goddess cards, the goddess guidance oracle cards, to do a little clarifying for the theme. Okay, let's do a little clarifying. Oh, I didn't even say when the new moon is. The new moon in Taurus in new moon in Krittika, that's the nakshatra that is going to be in Krittika, is going to be on May 19th. Okay, the new moon is May 19th. Let's do some clarifying. What is the main theme of the new moon in Krittika for my girls? Let's summarize that. My girls, entrepreneurs, brand owners, brand creators, women focused on their career. What is the main theme? Please clarify. I guess I killed that wasp. Yeah, been torturing me for a couple days. All right, what's coming out? Let's see. Ooh, Sedna. Oh, Venus is strong in this reading. Venus is strong here. Okay. She said, this is my sign we're talking about, so I am showing out. I will be heard today. So I love when I get this card because I get to tell the story about Sedna. Okay, Sedna is a goddess that represents Venus, but she is a goddess from she's like an Alaskan, I believe you call them. They want to be Inuit. I think. Hopefully that's the right way uh, to say this. But this is an Inuit goddess, and the card is you are supplied for today. You see, I use these cards a lot, and all of your tomorrow. But she didn't get look at all the abundance in this card. Just so much. She didn't get her abundance until she let go of what was not serving her. So to me, this is talking about what I said before, K2, which cuts off, which cuts away. K2 in Libra, the sign, one of the signs that Venus rules. And there's a lot of cutting too with this new moon, because Krittika also represents cutting away. Okay, so we are letting go of what does not serve us so we can get our abundance, whatever abundance means to you. But this is Venus, so Venus loves money, comforts, luxury, things like that. If you want that, there's some things that you're going to have to let go. Okay. Venus, come on through Venus. All right. We're still on the theme. What is the theme? Okay. Now I'm going to use my runes. What is the main thing for the new moon in Krittika? What is the main thing for the next 30 days for my girls, entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, women business owners, women focused on their career? What is the main thing? All right, let's dig in here and see what's going on. Oh, Venus is Venus is coming out. I'm just gonna put this right here. It's not a rune. It's a pendulum top that Let me show you one more time. Venus just she is not playing. Okay, very strong. Check again. What's going on here is pull this out. What we got? Okay. Uh-oh. Be still, camera. This is the room that came out. Okay. Now, let's get a little deeper understanding of what this room represents. Here is Othilla. Okay. And it represents property. And summary of this is in spiritual and physical journeys, womb of the goddess. So this is Venus again. Increase and abundance. You know what? Okay, so much of this today, Venus is showing out. So, Taurus represents the second house. The second house does represent money and wealth and stability and security. So it looks like overall, Venus is trying to tell us that we have abundance available for us, but there's some things that we have to cut out, cut away. Some things, maybe some people, experiences, mindsets, that we just need to cut out. We need to cut out to get this abundance. So be thinking about, journal, meditate for the next 30 days. Just be thinking, what do I need to cut out, cut away, separate from, elevate? Because that's K2. K2 tries to get us to evolve and elevate past what is not serving us. Okay. So also you want to be meditating so you can get the communication, the divine downloads that you need to get. That's going to help you get more clarity and understanding on what needs to go and what can move you into deeper and more abundance. All right. Now let's go to the next question that we are asking, and that is, let's see, where's my cards? The next one is, what do we need to do and what do we need to stop doing? What do we need to start doing and what do we need to stop doing for the next 30 days, according to the new moon in Taurus, new moon in the Krittika nakshatra, according to Vedic astrology? Losing cards. Sometimes, you know how they have cards that pop out. Sometimes I catch them. Sometimes I just let them fall because I feel like they're eliminating themselves from the process. Like, you know what? I don't have nothing to do with this reading or this question right now. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate myself. Just leave me on the floor. So sometimes I pick them back up. Sometimes I leave them out. Okay. So, but I just pick that back up. So what do we need to do for the next 30 days and what do we need to stop doing? General reading for my girls. See, I just dropped them. I'm not picking them up. And something that you should know is I'm a long shuffler. I will stop when the cards tell me to stop. I don't just shuffle a couple times and do it. If you are a reader and you do that, that's you. And everybody reads and does things differently. But I know for me, I stop when I feel like I need to. Okay. So All right, what's coming out here? We have Bridget, inner strength. And you know what? I was thinking about Aries and everything that's going on in Aries when I when I was pulling those cards. And we also have El Moria, awakening influence. So it looks like, okay, so Bridget is, what do we need to start doing? And I was thinking, well, if K2 is coming out strong in this reading, then the placement of where Rahu is needs also must be coming up strong too, and it is. So K2 is in Libra, and Rahu is in Aries. Look at all this fire. Bridget is so fiery. Inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Have you been losing your power to anything, someone, something? Time to get it back. It's time to get it back. That's what you have to start doing. Okay? Move forward. It's a newness, you know. It's so let me stop real quick and tell you what's going on in Aries. In Aries, you have Jupiter, which I think this is talking about right here, which is what you need to stop doing. So we'll dig deeper into that. But in Aries, you have Jupiter, you have Mercury, which is Mercury rules Gemini, which is where Venus is. Okay. So Venus, so it's a lot of communication with Mercury and Jupiter in Aries. And then we also have Rahu, which is newness. Rahu also rules the nakshatra that Venus is in, Ardra. So it's a lot of connections going on there. It's just a lot going on. So where you need to start is do something new. Where have you in the past, you know, let go of yourself? Where in the past, where have you been giving your strength other than to yourself? She's holding, you see how she's holding her power? Where have you been giving your power? And you know what else represents strength is Taurus. Endurance, strength, it's the bull. Okay. So that is what we need to start doing. What we need to stop doing is El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So what came to my mind when I was reading that is Jupiter is very, very close to Rahu right now. And Rahu, or if you know, understand Western astrology a little bit more, Rahu is the north node of the moon. And Rahu represents illusions. This is what we need to stop doing. And Jupiter represents wisdom. So Jupiter doesn't love being with Rahu, but Jupiter kind of balances off the negative effects of Rahu, kind of keeps him in check a little bit. So you want to make sure that you are being realistic with this. If you're not being realistic, it's time to start being very realistic. Okay? It's time to wake up if you've been asleep, if you know, if you do some meditating about where you've been giving your power, where you've been giving your strength and energy. And it might be because you're not seeing things at the way you need to see them. You're not accessing your wisdom. That's Jupiter. You're not accessing your wisdom. And it's time to wake up and take your power back. Wake up and take your inner strength back. Okay. Now let's do some more clarifying. Let's clarify. Please clarify for my girls, business owners, entrepreneurs, brand owners, women who are focused on their careers. What do they need to start doing and what do they need to stop doing? Please clarify. Uh-oh. All right, let's see what we got. Transformation. Okay. Transformation, understandable. And Mother Earth. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right, transformation. Can you see that? You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Butterfly maiden, transportation, transformation. All those colors keep bringing me back to K2 because K2 and Rahu, they both represent transformation. And K2 or the south node of the moon, it just represents, you see all those rainbow colors? That's what it represents, all the colors of the rainbow. And there's a connection to, this is just information. This doesn't really have anything to do with the reading, but I like talking about K2. I'm in my K2 dasha. So, I'm talking about K2. But a lot of times K2 doesn't really, it either doesn't have a sexuality, or K2 represents different types of sexualities. It has a lot to do with the LGBTQ, I believe it's uh, community. So K2 is strong in that, but it has a lot to do, for this reading specifically, it has a lot to do with transformation that comes when you take your power back, when you cut things away. That's the transformation. That's when you get the abundance. Okay. The transformation that comes when you take your power back. That's what you need to start doing. Okay. What you need to stop doing. Okay. This is, you are called upon to help with environmentalism, Mother Earth. And sometimes this reminds me of the moon, and we're talking about the new moon. Sometimes this reminds me of Aquarius. Okay. So what you need to stop doing. What is this saying? I'm not really sure right now. So I'm not just going to say stuff if I don't really know what's going on. So I'm thinking about, it's making me think about Saturn in Aquarius, which is aspecting Jupiter and Rahu right now. So it has a lot to do with responsibilities and duties and being disciplined when it comes to creating the newness that you want. So I'm guessing this is what it's about, because it makes sense, because we're talking about waking up and being realistic, and then this representing Saturn and Aquarius, and Saturn does represent being realistic and reality and things like that. So this is what you need to stop thinking, stop sleepwalking, stop thinking that you can coast, stop thinking it's okay to not give 100%, to not be disciplined, to not add more structure to your life. This is time to add more structure, be more disciplined, be more responsible, be more realistic, be more honest to yourself first. That's how you wake up, okay? So we're going to use these runes to do a little bit more clarifying. What do we need to start doing in general for my girls? What do we need to start doing? All right, let's see what's in here. What's going on? Let's see. We have Fehu, cattle, wealth. This is what we need to focus on. Let's see some more. Fehu, wealth. possessions, nourishment, abundance, divination, and prophecy. Yes, yes, yes. So again, that is focusing on abundance, focusing on taking your power back. This is what we need to start doing. Start focusing on that. And oh, I just lost my train of thought. What was I thinking? Um, yeah, but oh, this is what I was thinking again. The divination part, which is a lot of communication with Jupiter and Mercury together. A lot of communication. Really be listening. Really be listening. Starting now. I was gonna put this in my email newsletter, but I think I might just post it on YouTube. But starting right now, the energy of the new moon lasts 3 days before. You can start getting divine downloads like 3 days before the new moon, definitely the day of the new moon, and even sometimes after 3 days after the new moon. You really want to be in a state of receiving. You want to make sure you're journaling and holding on to the wisdom and the downloads that you get, because that's really going to help you understand a lot of things. So this is what you need to start doing. Okay, it's the start taking your power back, taking your strength back, and so you can get your transformation and your wealth and abundance. And also, I'm repeating myself, so I'm trying not to keep saying that, but journal. Make sure you are journaling. Okay, now let's pull a room to see what we need to stop doing. What do we need to stop doing? And I know my nails is raggedy. Leave me alone. This is what we need to stop doing. All right. Dig in here and see what's going on. Here we have, okay. This is the room we got. Let's dig deeper into the meaning. Dig deeper into the meat. Yes, I sing. In goose. Fertility, internal growth, gestation, sacred power, and female sexuality. I believe this has a lot to do with um how can I say, it has a lot to do with waking up to who you are. Stop denying who you are. Stop holding yourself back. Stop denying your divine feminine. Um, wake up to that. Wake up to your power. Wake up to who you are. Stop sleeping on yourself. Don't sleep on yourself. Do not sleep on yourself, because when you sleep on yourself, other people do too. And it's not time for that. It's not time for you to sleep on yourself, or for you to allow your power to go to something other than yourself. When you learn astrology, you kind of learn, quick ways to do things. And so if you're, starting at the top with Aries being the first zodiac sign, Aries is I am, but Taurus is all about I have. I have. What do you have? Wake up to what you have, your wisdom, your divine female energy, your power, your strength. Wake up to who you are. So stop sleeping on yourself. That's what you need to stop doing. And wake up to who you actually are. Even if it's been for a day, you slept on yourself for a day, slept on yourself for a week, a couple months, a couple years, it's time to wake up to who you are. This is what you sleep on yourself, you're gonna be asleep, and your blessings are gonna pass you by while you sleep. Wake up. Okay. All right, now let's go to the second set of questions we have right here, right here, right here. So I'm going to ask secondly, what do we need to know about increasing financial independence and financial freedom for the next 30 days? And also, what do we need to know about staying balanced, staying balanced with our work and our life? Okay. What do my girls need to know about work life balance for the next 30 days, according to the new moon in Taurus, the new moon in Krittika, according to Vedic astrology? Business women, entrepreneurs, how can they increase their financial independence, their financial freedom, and how can they keep their work and life balance? All right, what we got? What we got? We have, oh, Jupiter coming out again, Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. This is how we gain financial independence. And Jupiter does represent wealth, finances, blessings, luck. Okay. And then the next card is devotion. And this is for the question, how do we maintain work and life balance? Devotion, trust your spiritual guidance. Your connection has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. I believe this is just saying stay focused on your goals. I mean, stay focused on your duties and your responsibilities. It might be a little hard with all this Gemini energy. Gemini wants you to go, 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 and to make your money and things like that. So let's dig a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper into financial independence and work-life balance for the next 30 days. Please clarify financial independence and work-life balance. How can my girls be more financially independent, have increased financial freedom, and maintain work-life balance as much as possible for the next 30 days, according to the new moon in Taurus, new moon in Krittika? This is a general reading. This is not for a specific sign or anything. This is just general, okay? Sorry if you can hear anything outside. My husband has somebody doing some work outside, and my office is outside. Sometimes you can hear things. So hopefully you can't. It's not too distracting. Please clarify. We have looks like we have Venus and Jupiter working together. Jupiter, Venus loves Jupiter. Jupiter doesn't really love Venus all that much, but Venus loves Jupiter. All right, what we got? What we got? We have unconditional love, Mother Mary, love yourself, others in every situation, what the outward appearance, no matter what the outward appearance may be. And this is for financial freedom and oh, I wasn't trying to do that. Let me I started shuffling again. I'm just trying to shuffle again. This is for financial freedom and independence. Okay, so this is Jupiter, and I think it feels like this is like love yourself enough um to invest in your higher education to make more money. This is what it's feeling like so far. So let's clarify this. And that is, how do we maintain work life? Okay, you're gonna make me have to talk louder than you. Okay. I'm gonna have to talk louder than these people outside. I do not like talking loud. Let's clarify. Work life balance. Work life balance. Please clarify. I usually do advice, but I think the advice is pretty clear from the theme what we need to do. So I think this might be my last question that I'm asking. I might just pull one card for advice. So I don't want to just. Oh, cards dropping. I'm leaving them there. I think usually when it takes me a long time to get to something, there could be a little struggle there. And so I do feel like for the next 30 days, it could be a struggle. Like when I do readings, I read everything. I don't just read the cards. I read everything. And since it's so hard for me to get a card to clarify this, I do think that it might be a little more difficult than usual for us to maintain work-life balance for the next 30 days. So just be aware of that. You might want to make sure you're focusing more on time management and prioritizing. Just be aware. It might be easy for you to get carried away with work. Venus, which is very strong in this reading, is in Gemini. Gemini represents business. So yeah, there might be a very strong focus on that right now. So remember your duties, remember your responsibilities. You have to take care of everything. Still didn't get a card. Maybe if I be quiet for a second. Hold on. All right, what we got? Freya, bold, okay? So it's more Aries energy, more Mars energy. Unleash. Ooh, can you see that? There it is. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risk and be daring. Now, what is that saying about work-life balance? Let's use the runes to do our last clarifications, and then I will be done. Let's see, how long have I been? How long is this reading? I can't see. Okay, so this is financial independence, financial freedom. how can we gain more financial independence and financial freedom for the next 30 days? I'm talking about business women, career women, entrepreneurs, women building their brands. How can we create more financial freedom, more financial independence? According to the new moon in Taurus, the new moon in the next chakra, Krittika, for the next 30 days. Let's talk about it. All right, going on here. We have Menes, mankind, inner self, knowledge of self. Okay, let's get a deeper understanding, see what Menes is about. Let's talk to me, Menes. The self, female wisdom. Okay, Venus, knowledge, awareness, intelligence, and memory. This has so what do we need to do to gain more financial freedom? This has a lot to do with I have more knowledge of yourself, more learning about yourself. That's the highest learning that you can do. Learning about yourself, and learning about yourself can lead to more financial freedom. Learning about the divine feminine and the power that you have can help you learn more about how to make money naturally, attract money naturally. What do you need to learn? Are there some skills? Okay, are there some skills? Venus is in Gemini, which represents the hands, which represents skills. Okay. Jupiter wants you to connect to your inner wisdom, your divine wisdom, and also higher learning. Continue. What do you need to do what do you need to learn? Okay. To create more wealth for yourself. What do you need to learn outside of yourself and within yourself? I believe that's basically what it's saying. Outside and inside, what do you need to learn to create more wealth for yourself? A lot of learning needs to happen. Okay. All right. So that's what I had to say for that. Now the last thing of the day, then I'll go ahead and let you go. The last thing of today, for how do we stay balanced in our work life? How do we stay balanced? I didn't even turn on my lights because I just plan on really just doing this reading for myself, and I was going to listen back to it. So I'm sorry if it's not lit up. The next one will be. What do we need to do to create work-life balance? Oh, let me do it one more time. I didn't feel complete on that one. All right, here we go. Last room, last everything of this reading. And I have, okay, I think it's Gibo, or let's see what he's talking about. Yep, Gibo. Or I know I'm not pronouncing that right. Gabo, I think is how I'm supposed to pronounce it. Gift, okay. Partnerships, gifts of the goddess, so much Venus. blessings, a magical exchange, power to create from within self. So this is that. Uh, this is Venus, which is very strong in this reading. So stay connected to your duties, no matter how things might try to take you off. Stay balanced. Venus represents again Libra, and Libra is all about balance. There's a lot of energy going to be there, because Venus is taking the center stage with this reading, at least, ruling Libra. So Venus wants you to stay with the energy of Venus, no matter how much Mars could be playing a part in this, because Mars is actually, see, it's like Mars and Gemini working together to distract you, but you have to kind of, not Mars and Gemini, but Mars and Mercury, trying to, they're very fast moving planets, so they try to get you to do things very quickly. Mars can just make you very focused on things, but Mars is debilitated right now. So so you want to make sure that your focus is you're really putting that energy towards staying balanced, okay? Because sometimes with Mars being debilitated in Cancer, which is the sign that the moon rules, and we're talking about the new moon, you just want to make sure that you stay balanced with taking care of the first duty. We're talking about devotion that you have is to yourself. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of your health, your mental health, your emotional health, and that is what can help you with staying balanced in work and life. Because there's a lot of illusions, because what happens when you have fire, and then, which is Mars, and then you put it in water, which is Cancer, which is where it is right now. Like I said, Mars is in Cancer. It creates steam, and sometimes, if there's too much steam, you can't see anything, and that goes back along with Rahu, which is also playing a major part from these cards, and also in the sky, Rahu in Aries, and with being with Jupiter, which is our wisdom, being with Mercury, which is our communication and our thoughts. Rahu, the shadow planet, causes a lot of illusions. So stay really grounded, stay really focused on balancing, and not allowing yourself to get caught up into things that aren't realistic and that keep you from being grounded. Stay so grounded, and that is like what I feel would help us with our work-life balance. And just know that you can get caught up into, because let me focus, because I'm about to go a whole bunch of different directions. I'm about to go a whole bunch of different directions. Stay grounded. There can be illusions that can make you get distracted, with the shiny ball syndrome and things like that, and take you off of your duties for yourself, for your home, for your kids, your relationships, and also your business, also your brand, also your career. Stay focused, because that is also what's going to help you with your financial freedom. Staying balanced. If you get unbalanced with your home, then that will negatively affect your business and your career. If you focus too much on your home, and Venus loves to do, and Venus loves to decorate, Venus loves to luxuriate, and Venus loves to just, be comfortable, and, things like that. So Venus can overdo it, especially in things that are, and using your hands. So, you might want to decorate and organize and beautify your home right now, and make sure you don't get too caught up, especially if you have Gemini in like the fourth house. According to Vedic astrology, you really might want to, do a lot in the home, and it could take you away from your business. Now, if you have a home decorating business, you should be doing all right for the next 30 days. But you really want to make sure that you're just staying grounded. That'll help. All right. So if you would like a personal reading, make sure you contact me. If you want a personal new moon reading, then you can contact me, and my information will be in the description box. And my readings are affordable for right now, so you really want to take advantage of that. And I will talk to you again soon, most likely for the first quarter moon. And I believe it's going to be in Leo. So we'll talk about that later. And I hope you enjoy your day and the new moon in Taurus.